Well, again, welcome everyone. We're a little less than or a little over 6 minutes from getting our call started. If you'd like to type into the chat where you're calling in from, that'd be awesome. We always love to see our impactors and their guests from all over the world. Once we get started, we're going to move quickly. Some great information here for you today. Starting in 6 minutes, there I see Norway is on board. Welcome, Sean. Hopefully it's not as cold over there as it is over here. There's the UK. I know it's not as cold over there. Well, again, welcome everyone. It's John Van Dersen here from Canada. We've got a great call lined up for you today. We're going to get started in just over 5 minutes. We're going to clip through some information very quickly. It'll be very valuable for you. There's my buddy Gary in Maryland. Welcome, Gary. Type into the chat where you're calling in from. Always exciting to see our people from all over the world. All right, there's Los Angeles. You know that they're warm down there. I think we're sitting about -30 today here in Canada. So we are hunkered down inside, let me tell you. And it's great networking weather because we can reach out to a lot of people, have them watch the videos, get the big picture on what we have here. So fantastic day for business. We're going to start this call in just less than 5 minutes. We are going to give you some great updates and some great tips on how you can really explode your impact team around the world. So be ready to take some notes, get everybody you can on the call. We're going to get started here just over 4 minutes. I see it's in the 50s in California. Oh boy, I would love that, that's for sure. There's Don down in Texas. You know, he's probably sitting in shorts and a t-shirt. You guys are making me jealous. Nashville, Tennessee. There we go with Carlos. Hey, I'll tell you what, I'm sure it's warm down there too. So anyway, you guys are warming me up just thinking about it. So we're 4 minutes out from getting our call started. It's going to be a fast moving call. They always are when we do them. Lots of great information to share here today. If you'd like, type into the chat where you're calling in from. All right, there's my buddy Duncan over in the UK. Yes, you are on fire over there, Duncan. I see Trevor in South Africa on there. We are a global company, that is for sure. All right, keep firing into the chat where you're calling in from. We're going to get this call started in about 2.5 minutes or so. Once we get started, we're going to move fast and give you lots of information. There's Minnesota. All right, -28. I like it. Someone who's experiencing the same thing we are. Welcome, Carrie. Hey, Frank, just to let you know, Joe is going to be logging on right when the call started. He's just on another call, so maybe you can find him once he does come on. Hey, Randy, there you are down in Texas. I know you're enjoying some nice weather down your way. Okay, again, welcome everybody. We are about 2 minutes away, just a little over, from getting this call started. Some great information to share with everyone here today. We're going to move very rapidly. We're going to help you build your global impact team. That's what it's all about. We've got a great community here of everybody working together. Welcome, Jenny from South Carolina. Great to have you on the call. So we're under 2 minutes away from getting this call started. Well, again, welcome everyone. There's Daryl from North Carolina. We got both Carolinas in the house now. Welcome, Daryl. Welcome everyone to the call. We're about 90 seconds away from getting started and getting rolling, and it'll be a powerful call to really help you build your global impact team. That's what it's all about. Everybody helping everybody. There's Ivers from Chicago. I know they're sitting in a bit of snow down there. There we have Somerset, UK. Love it. Type into the chat where you're calling in from. Let us know where you're at. We are less than a minute away from getting this call started. Okay, again, welcome everyone. We're about 30 seconds away from getting the call rolling. It's going to be a great call with lots of valuable information for you. So be ready to take down some information, and we're going to get this call going here fairly shortly when we hit the top of the hour. I see Bill Davey is in on his phone. Awesome, Bill. Good to have you on the call, big guy. Okay, we're about 20 seconds away from getting the call started. It's going to be a very powerful call, help you build your global impact team. That's what it's all about. Everybody working together, helping everybody. Frank, I see we're at the top of the hour. Do you want to start the recording? And we will get started. Well, you might need to mute your line there, Frank. Okay, hello everybody. I'm John Van Dersen from Canada. I'd like to welcome all of our impactors and their guests from all over the world to this call. As usual, we've got an action-packed call for you, so we're going to get right to it. So first off, it's day 24 here for Impact 101. We now have impactors from 87 different countries in the world. I mean, just in the last few days, we added impactors in the new countries of the Ivory Coast, the Czech Republic, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Vanuatu. I'm sorry if I pronounce those wrong, kind of crazy names, but I love it. We are global. It's unbelievable what's happening. This is truly a global phenomenon. Now, why is it growing so big and so fast everywhere? Well, there's really 4 different reasons. We have what everybody wants. The ability to raise unlimited funds for anything they want, whether it's for your own personal situation, maybe it's to help somebody else, maybe it's a cause you care about, or a dream that you have. Everybody can use the Impact 101 platform to raise the funds that they need for anything. Number 2, we have what everybody everywhere can do, because all we do is we direct people to our mobile landing pages and websites, and we have them watch the videos. We let the videos explain it all. We don't have to explain anything, nor do we have to try and convince anybody. We just let the videos do all the work for us. They get it, and they're able to do the exact same thing we're doing. Number 3, we have an outstanding real company at the helm of this with Frank and Hans. They thought of everything, and they give us everything that we need, from the tools to build with, to fantastic back offices, to all of the short videos to help everybody with the entire process. They put it all in place for us, and it makes what we do so simple. And then number 4, we have an exceptional group of members all around the world. Now, of course, everybody wants to have success, but our members go well beyond that. They come at this with a good heart, here to help others and to make an impact in this world. We have an outstanding community that anybody, anywhere can be a part of. Now, when you put those 4 things together, there's no wonder why we're sweeping the globe. Now, we've got some great updates for you here today. Let's bring on my good friend and the president of Impact 101, Frank Servedio. He's going to tell us what him and Hans have been cooking up for all of us to make our lives even easier. Frank, are you there?
Oh, yes, I am, John. Thank you so much. Really appreciate, everybody what they've been doing. And it's just been amazing how it's just reaching everybody around the globe. It's just been phenomenal. I'm just going to bring up a few slides. You've already covered some of these things, and it's been a crazy morning this morning. So we talked about the globe, man, 87 countries. I want to thank everybody about that, folks. 87 countries. And if you haven't noticed, the last country goes from left to right, from the top, and the first countries are at the very bottom. You know, we talk a lot about some of the, updates and improvements that we've done. And the number one that I think is the most, and everybody's starting to get interactive with, is the message board. I'd like to just talk about that, John. It's just been phenomenal. Everybody's reading their messages and they're communicating back and forth with other members and impackers, and it's just been phenomenal. We're now giving system updates. We're also giving you newsletters, etc., to make sure that you don't miss it in your email address. There's no reason, folks, none whatsoever, that you're not getting information. If you don't get it on the email because it gets blocked, it goes into spam, folks, here it is. I just want to touch on this, folks. This is your dashboard, and it's called a dashboard because it's, it's a call to action. If you're not going into these locations here and clicking on the ones that are colored and working them down, then you're not doing your part to work with the community. So please, we put this all this information here for you to help with your communication with peer-to-peer and to help us help you. So please keep that in mind, folks. Extremely important. I just want everybody to know that we're here to help you. These are all the grids that you need to, decide which grids you want to go into. It's very, very important that you select the proper grids. And folks, once you select the grids, then you have to follow through. We have all the checkpoints to make sure you understand what grids you're going into. So please do that for us. Payment method. John, I'm going to bring you back on here because there's a couple things in the payment method, and I've created some slides that I'd like you to go through this and tell folks why this is important, and let them know that we have videos, on the top of all these pages. So I'm going to bring you back on for a couple more minutes, and then I'll take over again. So go ahead, John. Please come on.
You betcha. I'm here, Frank. Payment methods, guys. This is such a vital part of it. This is really the engine to your whole team and to your success. You want to go in there, you want to set up as many different payment methods as you can do. Maybe you've got Bitcoin, maybe you've got PayPal. There's region-specific payment methods that you can use. I know down in the States, they have Cash App, Zelle, Venmo. There's all kinds of them all over the world. You want to look into getting an Uphold account, a TransferWise account. And why? It's think of your business or of your team as a store. That's really what it is. If the store only takes one way that people can make payments, they're not going to have near as much happening as if they have a number of different ways. So you want to give people lots of options here. You want to facilitate the process for people. And if Frank, if you just want to back up one slide, I'll just touch a little bit on a couple of those other things while we're there. So these are your grids. As Frank mentioned, you can come into as many or as few of these grids as you want. You have to join them in ascending order. So to be in the 80, you need to be in the 40. To be in the 150, you need to be in the 80 and the 40. Pick the ones that work for you. Certainly look towards working your way up the ladder into as many of these as possible, because the bottom line is each of these grids is a completely separate donation stream for you. So the more donation streams you have coming to you, the better off you are. Now, you know your own situation best, but understand, if you're only in the 40 and say the $80 grid, and you share the videos with someone and they see it big, and maybe they want to be in 3 or 4 grids, you're going to miss those donations at those higher grid levels because you're not in those grids. So do what works best for your situation. Be in as many grids as you possibly can. Frank, could you maybe back it up one slide, and I'll just touch on that quick as well.
Yeah. John, before we do, I like you to cover something here. So let's pretend you're you, okay, and you referred somebody, but they didn't land on the very first level, but they landed on the second level. Would they be paying? Who would they be paying? This is, let's say there's you and number 40, and then this is John, okay. And then this is Harry, okay? Who would Harry pay on the bottom level?
Well, what you do, the inviter always receives 50% of the donation. So if I invited Harry, I would receive $20 from him in the $40 grid as his personal inviter. Then Harry is going to pay one other person $20. That person is whoever else he fell beneath in that grid. So in this case, you can see where Frank's cursor is. We don't have a name in there. Let's say that was Joe sitting in there and Harry fell beneath him from my efforts. He is going to make the donation. Harry is to Joe and to myself, $20 each. So it's important, you know, to understand how that happens. That's the big benefit of inviting as many people as you possibly can, because when you do that, not only do they fill your grids quick, but those people start following you through those grids. So this is, to me, this is the nerve center of your entire team, your entire opportunity, what you're doing. What you want to do here is pay real close attention to this page. Anywhere that it is lit up in color, you want to get in there quick and you want to take action. Your ultimate goal is to have all of these boxes say 0, except for the one with active personals. That's the one you want to have a big number in it. Because if you've got a donation to send, you need to get that out there. If you're waiting for that donation to be confirmed, you need to shoot that person a message so they can confirm you. If you've got donations to be received, shoot that person a message with the instant message in your back office so that, oh, Frank, you jumped ahead on me there. So that they can then get that donation to you and you can confirm it. So if you've got donations to confirm, jump in there and get it done. You don't want to hold people up. And then over here on the unread messages, very, very important. This is where we can get very valuable information to you very quickly. Okay, so you always want to be checking on that. If there's a number there, click on the message, then that number will go down. I mean, we can put out messages about calls like this that we're doing, new tools. Frank's going to announce a couple things on this call. There's going to be more coming out today that you're going to want to plug into quick. This is where you can get that information quickly, Frank, right in those unread messages. So I'll turn it back to you, Frank.
Great, thanks, John. And you know, the unheard messages, also we have the system messages where are more to do with the system, folks. And please go, you know, and go check those messages. All right. Just on the, because it's so important, payment methods. If you are going to be part of an impacker and you want to raise donations and receive donations, if you're not doing this and giving people as many options as possible, you're not doing yourself a favor, folks. Believe me, I look into a lot of people's payment efforts and what they've done, and they just got PayPal. Then they wonder, well, why is it taking so long? Because the other, you know, maybe the other impackers does not have a PayPal, so it gets a little bit more touchy. Okay, so make sure you give as many options as possible. I've done this today as an example. In the other, you could list as many as you want here. Okay, folks, here's an example. If you're a Canadian, you want to put an e-transfer, put the secret question, give them the details, go right into it. That's the other, okay? If you're digital currency, put in your address in here, all right? Extremely important. This will fast track your donations. And if in case you're missing any information, just use the message board back and forth with the other impacker. And you can always go back to history and view details and communicate with them. Please do that. Need an email and phone number and they're willing to give it to you, go ahead and do so. But work together. Remember, this is instant gratification and peer-to-peer system. All right, let's talk about languages. I'm extremely excited. If you haven't noticed, we put it in your dashboard. We put it in the message board. We have a French video and I'm excited. And I just got off the phone. I've been really busy and scrambling this morning because I'm working with the video guys and trying to put everything together. Let me tell you, we just received the voiceover on the Russian one. So we're just now we have it in the, with the other video guy that we have, putting it all together. So there's multiple parts that's making these videos put together. And I can tell you that every day we're probably going to see a new video come up from a different language. Russia, Spanish, Hebrew, German, Portuguese. The Mandarin and Dutch are going to be next week, somewhere in the middle of next week, because the Chinese New Year's, okay, they're coming and they're right around the corner. But let me tell you, in the pipeline, French, Russia, Spanish, Hebrew, and German and Portuguese are rolling, and we're gonna get something and a piece to this every day. So we're extremely excited. Please look at the updates; you'll find them there. And also, we've done a page regarding the videos. So you just got to go to resources and click on that. Let me see if I didn't. I don't think I did that. All right. So what I did is, if you go to resources and it's the second tab is the videos are all stored there. Okay, folks. So please go and check those videos. We also put an announcement for Facebook and a Facebook page and a Facebook group. Please go there and engage, folks. We're going to bring in other countries with other Facebook pages, and they're all going to connect to the main Impact 101 Facebook page. So we're rolling those things out every day. So we're extremely excited about it, extremely excited about the languages. And we're going to reconstruct and put the different of videos today on the front page, so it's more information and the latest video. Okay, so stay tuned and watch that. We're making changes every day. I brought this slide up because you want to go into the history in case you want to communicate with somebody and view into the details. So the biggest thing that we're working on right now is languages, and we're putting them all in there. I want you to know the language or the video page is going to be more organized. You're going to have links instead of the big images out there. Okay, but if you go to any of the how to do a payment, how to join, we've got videos there. Go grab those links and shoot and paste, but we're also going to list them in that one page there. So make sure you go do the Facebook. The languages are the biggest thing that we're working on. Okay, so we've done that, and we also have, of course, your view your whole tree now. We've got that in place, so we're working on that. So our number one focus right now is going to be getting all the languages out as quickly as possible. And that's what we really believe that's going to just drive it home for all of us, and that's what we're working on and focusing on this week. So stay tuned, and please go read your message boards. Please go and like us on Facebook, because everybody uses Facebook. We all know that. So let's just do all that, and that's it for now. So back to you, John.
All right, great stuff, Frank. Great updates. I mean, I can hardly wait for these languages. Think about this, everybody. We have impactors in 87 different countries in 24 days, and that's only been using our English. Just wait till we have these other videos, or all the videos in these other languages, and then the site in that language too. Can you imagine what's going to happen? I know what's going to happen. So thanks very much, Frank. Really impressive stuff. Great to be with a company that really gets it. We appreciate what you and Hans and the whole team is doing. A couple things I want to touch on. You know, I had somebody ask me the other day, why don't we do 3 to 4 live calls a day? Well, the reason for that is really simple. We give people the tools so that they can build their team 24/7 using the recorded calls. Okay, it's understandable. People have busy lives. They can't always make a call at a certain specific time. So if we've got the recordings available for them, they can watch when it works with their schedule. It works very effectively. It's very efficient. It's very productive. As you heard Frank mention, you'll notice the videos on the front of the site probably later today will be adjusted a little bit, so that there will be 4 power videos there that they can just walk right through, all recorded, all at their fingertips. So that's how we've always built big, is we automate the system and we make it convenient for people to get the information. Another thing I want to touch on is, as Frank said, using the short little videos that they put together, how to join, you know, how to send a donation, how to put in your payment methods, all of these things. If you go to resources in your back office, and then underneath that, you click on other support videos, you'll see all those short little videos there. So when someone asks you a question, you can simply fire that video over to them. That means you never have to be the one explaining anything. And that's what it's all about, using your time effectively, having your team use the time effectively. Now that page is going to be changed a little bit. It'll have better titles. It'll have the actual link that you can copy. A lot of things are coming together here, but all the tools are in place. So what I'd like to do now, let's move on. I want you to hear from some people around the world that are just tearing this thing up. First off, we're going to start over in Spain. We want to go to Rachel Burns. Rachel, could you share with us why you're here in Impact 101, what you're doing to have such success in building your team?
John, unfortunately, I haven't been able to locate Rachel, but I got Rebecca and Joe on the line, and I'm still looking for Rachel.
Okay, keep looking for Rachel. Let me know if you find her. Let's head to the UK. Let's talk to Rebecca Barrett. She's tearing it up there. Tell us what's going on, Rebecca.
Hello, John. Yeah, just firstly, I want to thank you and Frank for inviting me to share my story on this call. It's an honour to be here and a pleasure to be a member of Impact 101, which has already become like a little family. And one of the things I wanted to just mention is how helpful and friendly everybody is. And I think if you're in our Facebook groups, that definitely is something that comes across from being in that group. It really is a great place to be. So yeah, my name's Rebecca, and I'm a single parent to 4 children under the age of 9. And I was recently introduced to the crowdfunding space by John, and I'm very grateful that he reached out to me. And when I was introduced, I was actually in a really desperate financial situation, and I was actually facing losing my home. So it's only because of this platform that I'm no longer in that situation. And just 3 weeks old this week, and I've already had 60 people join my team from 20 different countries, ranging from UK, Australia, India, Africa, and Ghana. So our team is growing at a very, very fast pace. One of the things that I wanted to mention was, obviously I have 4 young children, so I have a very busy family life. Yet I'm able to have great success with this platform because it is really so simple to share with people all across the globe, which is why I have teams in quite a few different countries. I can't tell you how exciting it is when I wake up. The first thing I do is look at my phone and see that I've received a donation while I was asleep. That is just incredible. And going from where I was, if you told me a few weeks ago where I was and where I would be now, I probably wouldn't have believed you, but it is real, it is happening. And now I'm able to comfortably cover my monthly outgoings, which are quite high, as well as have disposable income, which is just incredible. So it's enabling me to do things that I previously couldn't. One of the things is to go on holiday, to take my 4 children and my mum on holiday. And just last week, my youngest child was actually 5 recently. So I was actually able to give him a birthday party, which he hasn't had before. So he had a birthday party and actually invited 40 of his friends. And just really thank you to Frank, because without this platform, none of this would be possible. And my life would be very different.
All right. Well, thank you, Rebecca. You're doing an awesome job over there. It's so great to hear your story and what an impact this whole opportunity has made for your family. You deserve everything that's happening with you. You're a tremendous leader. You're helping out your people. You care about your people so much. That's what it's all about. Let's shoot over to Calgary, Alberta. It's frozen country up there. We've got my business partner on the line, Joe Mohammed. Joe, why don't you fill us in? What's going on in your world?
Hey, John, how you doing today? Nice to have me here today. Thank you so much. Well, I'll tell you what, we got introduced to this to the crowdfunding platform a short while ago. I'm honestly still pinching myself how duplicatable it is for a lot of people. One of the biggest things that I want to say on this call is, you guys want to have success. The only thing you have to do is share the video. Share the video, and I'll tell you, this is something I learned years ago in sales or in anything. And this is not talking. I mean, I'm going to talk from experience, but I'm going to talk more from how I can coach somebody to become very successful. Is don't say too much. The less you say, the more you're going to make. One of the biggest problems in this industry, or in anything, is people talk too much. And when they talk too much, what happens? They start thinking, wow, I have to be like John Van Derzen to do this. I can't do that. John's too smart. He just knows too much. But you know what? John, myself, Frank, whoever, Rebecca, the only thing we do is we send out the video and we just have them watch it. We ask them one simple question: would you like to receive donations? Would you like to make some money? Would you like to provide a cost for whatever you're shooting for? The answer is yes. Send them the video. Let the videos do the work for you. That's the biggest thing. That's number one. Number two is I've never seen a platform like this where you got average people that have never been successful in this industry in anything, are actually making money doing this because it's such a simple process. And I think the number three thing for me is there's no company involved. When I'm not talking about Impact 101, the company, I'm talking about receiving funds. It's person to person. What a breath of fresh air. You could wake up Monday morning, have no money. An hour later, you go to work, you could have money in your pocket. That's the power of this thing. And I'm telling you guys, it is that simple. Nobody, I've never seen anything like this. Nobody can stop you from making the amount of money or whatever goals or dreams you have. Nobody could stop you. You've got endless amount. Frankie, Hans put together an awesome system. You've got great support from myself, from John. I mean, listen to Rebecca's story. What a fantastic story. That's what keeps me going is stories like that. And I tell you guys, there's countless of stories like Rebecca's out there, countless of stories. And this is that's what inspires me. That's what really moves me. And that's what I'm really proud of, is finally something that's working for people. I'm talking for a lot of people. That's exciting for me. I just want to, just keep this short, John. I hope that's what you wanted to. One last thing I want to say about the global, going global. When was the last time you were part of something? 22 days, 3 weeks in with 87 countries. I've never seen this in my life. I have never seen. This is what I'm saying, is they always say proof is in the pudding. Look at, where's the proof? The proof is we're in 87 countries worldwide. How is that possible? How can we grow that fast? Well, guess what? That's how powerful this platform is. That's how powerful this whole system is. So I'm telling you guys, to get it, roll up your sleeves, go to work, share the video. That's all you have to do. Share the video and you'll see what will happen to your bank account. It's truly is amazing. It's really that easy. Don't think too much. Just do what I'm telling you. Send out the video and watch what happens to your business. It's crazy. Thank you.
All right, great stuff, Joe. We're going to head down to Hot, Tennessee. We got the wild man himself, the rhino himself. DeLon Henniger, are you there? Oh, have we got DeLon? DeLon Henniger, are you there? Are you able to unmute him, Frank?
I'm trying to unmute him. Just give me a second. He's on there, but just give me a sec. Let's see what we can do.
Sure. This guy you want to hear from, if we can get him unmuted. He is going wild down there.
Oh, we can't hold him back. There he is.
Hey, John, how's it going?
Very good, DeLon. Why don't you share with them what you've got going on, buddy?
Fantastic. Well, guys, I got introduced to crowdfunding, and it made total sense to me because I've been in the network marketing arena for over 30 plus years. And this concept was just so easily duplicated, and duplication is the key, guys. I watched that video. It made sense. I started sharing that video. People were like, heck yes, there are things that I want to get funded and funded quickly. So they started jumping on board with me. And I've been here now 20 days, absolutely astonished with what's taking place with the team. And it's all because I got busy, guys, sharing this video. We got 3 simple steps here. You donate, you share, and you receive. And if you want this thing to go fast, just do those 3 things very quickly and watch what happens. Back to you, John.
All right, great stuff, DeLon. Great stuff to all of our speakers. I'll check one last time. Rachel Burns, were you able to get on?
John, I wasn't able to locate her, but I just want to say a few words before you wrap up the call. I just want to say, Rebecca, what a story. DeLon, Joe, John, thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. And, we are a community and we are a family. And I thank you guys, what you're doing in Facebook, etc. And I also want to say, folks are asking about other languages. We will have other languages as long as there's a pocket and growth there. We have to respect the ones that are having the growth first, but we will do all languages as needed. So I want to thank everybody for their efforts and everything they're doing. And let's grow this community. Let's give, share, and receive. Well said, DeLon. Thank you so much. John, thanks for hosting the call. Appreciate you.
You betcha. I'd just like to remind everybody, Frank, have your people watch that second video, how the donation grids work. What you're going to find, it'll answer almost every question they're going to ask you. If you haven't seen it yourself, go watch it. If you have seen it, go watch it again, because it'll really drive home the power of what we have and how everything works. Now, just before we want to wrap up, I've got a little teaser for everybody. I'm going to let you know that we are putting together a very powerful, awesome tool for everybody to use. We're putting that together today. We hope to have that out later today, possibly tomorrow, but hopefully today. I want you to watch the unread messages. I want in your back office, I want you to watch the Facebook group, because when it's ready, we're going to fire it off to you. You're going to love it. So with that, we're going to wrap up the call. Let's keep it simple. Let's think global. Let's use the tools, and let's go impact some people. Have fun, everybody. Thanks for being on the call.